Welcome back. I'm here with Syed from Compass Minerals, known as the Goderich Salt Mine. Thank you very much for joining me today.
Yeah, my pleasure.
What is your role at Goderich facility?
So, currently working in the capacity like the engineering and the capital manager. So it's managing projects, all engineering projects on site, small or big projects. When it comes to the capital, so all capital spend related to projects and ongoing upgrade on facilities, maintenance, new projects coming in. Oversee that, with the team that I have on site, the engineering team. Obviously, we kind of support the underground operation and the operation at site. So it's overseeing all on managing all that front.
So Goderich started, I think, 150 years ago. What were they looking for?
It started with oil drilling, actually. So looking for gas, oil, some which is very common back then to do a lot of drilling, and kind of happened by instance where it kind of hit salt, and that's where the history of Goderich Mine started.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah,
So you've been mining salt. How deep would you be going? Because I think you're fairly large salt mine, maybe one of the
yeah,
biggest in the world.
yeah, you got that. We are one of the biggest, producers salt mine in the world, and we go about, about 1,800 feet down. A good reference is, you take CN Tower in Toronto and kind of, how high it is. That's how deep we go down underground. So
And
it's
then
a
how far out and how far wide do you go?
we're in the Lake Huron. So as soon as you get underground, as soon as you start walking into the mine towards the west, you're basically under the lake, and you're going about five, let's say roughly about 6 kilometers out west, and north south about 5 kilometers. So it's a pretty extensive opening underground that actually nobody gets to see here, but that's it's spread underneath the lake.
So it's 30 square kilometers. How high would it be when you're excavating in these rooms?
Uh, so the height of the areas depends on where we're mining, how far progress we are in mining. But I mean, once you're done with the opening, a heading that we call, you're looking at about 54 feet wide, about 60 feet high headings underground.
Perfect. No, I don't have to worry about bumping my head then. Okay,
Definitely not.
when it comes out of the mine, what's the end use?
So yeah, the products used for, mainly what we created for is de-icing. So that's road salt. So we got two main product. You got the highway salt that we call it, and we got the chemical salt that we use for, farms and different products and different industries. But the biggest industry, like about 70% that we produce here, it's highway salt for the U.S. North market.
So, Syed, the other question I have, if you have someone going underground, one of your team, how long does it take to get actually down that far?
It doesn't, you're traveling on a cage would take 30 plus employees at a time. It could take that. Yeah, you're traveling about 1,000 feet per minute. So you're down there in about a minute and a half. So it's not too long of a trip. It's like a big elevator going down and back up.
And then finally, how do they get around once they're down there? Are they just big machinery, or do you actually have
Uh,
pickup trucks? Or
yeah, so we've got different methods of getting around. So if you're parked near your equipment, so your main transport equipment would be your what we use RTVs underground. You have your Toyota pickups underground that we have. We have a couple of electric vehicles as well that we use to transfer people to their workstation. Once they're there, I mean, depending on what work you're doing underground, you're probably moving it on loaders. If you're a truck operator, you got big trucks underground that you're operating. You got high reach equipment. So that would be your kind of workstation that moves you around from one location to the other. But mainly, RTVs underground is what we use to get people from the front of the mine to the workplaces in the back.
yeah, Syed, thank you very much for joining. Fascinating to know that the largest salt mine in the world is under a freshwater lake 1 hour away from us. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for educating us.
Yeah, no, thank you. Pleasure's all mine.
Coming up next is Anita Gaffney from the Stratford Festival.